Hello and welcome. This is... What the fuck are we doing? What's the name of this thing? I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. I immediately started off with a bad word. I did a no-no, Mom. I'm sorry.
Are we not going to curse on the podcast?
No, I think we can curse. It's our podcast.
No.
We can do whatever we want.
Great.
She's so awkward. She went... I can't even show you because it's just audio, but it was so awkward. It's like,
oh my gosh.
yay!
Yes.
Just such a fake enjoyment. Why the cats are so loud? We need to talk about something.
Okay. Yeah.
What is the name? What is the name?
Well.
Well.
I am not creative when it comes to coming up with names. Specifically.
I know that. You named your cat Missy.
Which is adorable. Leave her be. Oh my gosh.
My cat is trying to kill her. Well, you guys are seeing none of this. They're doing backflips. They built helicopters to do an aerial war.
It is an all-out brawl.
There's tanks involved. My God.
Look at our ears. Holy shit. Okay. Podcast. The name of our podcast.
This is great content.
It is. Amazing first episode. I'm sure you guys are enthralled.
I wonder if they're catching out on the cats hissing at each other.
I don't know.
Don't name it after the cats?
We could.
I don't know how the fuck we named it after the cats. My last podcast was kind of named after cats. It was Curiosity Killed the Podcast.
Yeah.
We're doing movies. What's relating to movies?
I'm just gonna spit out words that have to do with film.
Great, solid, perfect. Just like mush them together with some kind of term for lady.
For lady?
Yeah.
Mush film words together with words for lady?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Preferably a pun. I would very much enjoy a pun.
Oh, a pun would be great.
Go do a pun.
I have fucking nothing.
I've stressed her out so much with this simple request.
I don't like being put on the spot.
She's actually hyperventilating. This is amazing, you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you close it. I'm so fun.
Film, movies.
Can't do movie bitches. That's already taken.
Damn.
It's so good, though. I love movie bitches, by the way. Go watch that YouTube channel. We're only 3 minutes in.
Wait, film fatales.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're both doing fist bumps. You can't tell. A lot of these jokes are gonna happen. We show you we're doing awesome things. We look amazing right now.
Aw.
We look so fucking sexy, you guys. You have no idea. Okay.
So.
What were we gonna talk about? What movies have we watched in the past few days?
Right.
We were gonna talk about. We didn't watch it, but we wanted to talk about it. It's Perfect Blue.
Yes.
Aaron Brockovich.
Mm-hmm.
And the Thor series.
Yes.
From the Marvel MCU.
What order do we want to do them in?
I don't know. What do you desperately want to talk about right now?
Right now, probably the Thor series, since it's like fresh in my mind. We just watched it the other night.
Alright, so we were both in agreement. The first Thor movie is fine. It's fun bits.
Uh-huh.
A lot of it's kind of like overly played up.
Yeah.
Second one fucking sucks.
Oh yeah.
Thor Ragnarok is one of the greatest times I've ever had in a film. Cinema.
Exactly.
I went to my grandpa to watch that show with my grandpa. We had a blast, you guys.
Oh, I loved it so much.
Okay, but yeah, like, what was wrong with the first Thor that it could have been better?
The overall tone.
Yeah, they got Kenneth Branagh to direct this movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's best known for directing Shakespeare adaptations, so I can kind of understand, like, it's a very Shakespearean kind of story they're telling with Loki and all that shit. However, it's in the same universe as Iron Man.
Yeah.
That kind of tone doesn't work.
Exactly.
It needed to be more fun.
Exactly.
It had specks of fun in there. I wanted an avalanche of it.
Yeah. One of the things that I really love about the Marvel MCU in general is that most every single one of the Marvel MCU films, as of recently anyway, are, like, the tone of them and the visuals of them are very much based on the main character. So, like, for example, Thor Ragnarok is based around Thor as a character. It's very fun. It's very brightly colored.
Yeah.
It's
actually like
know?
based. Actually, the entire like art scheme of it is based on like the original drawings in the comics that
Yeah,
Jack Kirby
exactly.
did. Jack Kirby, by the way, can easily be credited to as much of the creation of the Marvel ideology and all the stuff that goes on there as Stan Lee is, if not more.
Yeah.
It's a big toss-up. I'm sure if you went to Stan Lee, he'd be like, oh no, Jack did it.
Yeah,
It was all Jack's brainchild. I'm just taking care of it now.
Yeah.
I was the godfather to his universe. I'm just taking care of shit.
Right. Like, for example, the Iron Man series, all three of those films are very, very pompous, very, like, exuberant, because Tony is very
They have a sheen to them, except for, like, that one part in the third movie where things, like, very clearly seem jilted. Like, there's still a gleam to it, but it's not as, but it seems like it's
dulled.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's...
Oh, my word.
Yeah, cats are losing their minds. Anyway, but... Like, yeah, there's a... Like, they're very character-driven.
Yes.
Which is what... And, like, over the course of all the Iron Man movies, you can see a clear progression and growth of Tony's character. Both, like, small growth within each movie and an overall growth throughout all of them. However, they don't really have that in the Thor movies.
No. Not at all.
They had, he got over, like, they built him up as being so arrogant, and he got over that by the end of the first movie. So he didn't really have any character growth in the second movie, which is why the second movie has no fucking character.
Exactly.
Like, even Natalie Portman, like, she and Chris Hemsworth have no chemistry. That's a big complaint I have. But, like, she had character, she had, like, some fun lines, she had very definitive, like, overworking and, like, slightly awkward but very assured of herself character in the first movie, gone by the second one.
Oh, yeah.
There was no character in the second movie. Except for Darcy, who had too much character.
Which is one of the few things that I really loved about the first movie was Darcy, and then in the second movie, they just, I don't know, she was too... much.
She had gotten, because, like, the actress had gotten big on Two Broke Girls, which I don't really like anyway, but I like the actress.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, she'd become a bigger star since then, so they wanted to play her up more.
Right.
And since they had all this dramatic stuff going on, they just gave her all the fun bits. And that doesn't work. It really doesn't. It's like, one of my complaints for the, like, reboot of Ghostbusters, it's been talked to death, but, like, they all seem to have kind of the same character, except for Kate McKenna, who had all of the character.
Yeah.
It's too much. She's no longer a character at that point. She's a plot. She's like a set piece. She's a set piece.
Yeah.
She's the thing that you're hinging part of your movie on, and you can't do that with a character who is a side character.
Right.
My God.
Dear Lord.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about Thor.
Okay. Let's get back. What about Thor? I've lost track.
We were talking about the things in the first movie that didn't work.
Okay.
And why they didn't work. And I think we've pretty much covered the, like, main points.
Okay. So, the thing is, I'm going to talk about Kenneth Branagh. Because he's done so many Shakespeare adaptations, and I love them. But he can do them fun. He's done them fun. I love them so much. He turned Murder on the Orient Express, which is a fucking murder mystery, into fun. Not as much fun as I would have liked, but I love Hercule Poirot, so I can tolerate so much. So, but, like, it's like they just told him to be dramatic with it. Just go full Shakespearean.
Right.
And, like, not even...
Which does not work.
It doesn't work.
Especially with the scenes that are actually on Earth rather than Asgard. Because they're so, like, slice of life type scenes that are set in that kind of way just don't work with the dramatization of...
We got too much of... I feel like even the movie can tell that, like, people don't really care about the Warriors 3 and Sif. The idea of them is fun, but you don't really have enough time to commit to them to make them interesting.
Yeah.
They should have been cut out in exchange of just, like... I wanted, like, a fun montage of Thor just adjusting to daily life. Like, he's learning how to use a TV, and it's cute.
Yeah, yeah.
He's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Darcy's thirsting over him, and he and Jane are kind of bonding.
Yeah.
Like she shows him something nerdy, and he's just like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" They're just like buzzing about it.
Yeah,
they could have built up, like, this would have been. It could have like informed Thor's character more. It could have like there's not really anything that happens to Thor aside from like failing to pull the hammer and thinking his father's dead that breaks him down enough that you believe his character growth.
Right.
So like seeing him
being humbled.
Yeah, but like. You only see him suffering for it. You never see him, like, actually grow from it.
Right, exactly.
You see him suffer and not grow.
Mm-hmm.
You see him go through things that should just break him down. You never see anything that leads us to believe that he has, like, got himself to the point where he can grow from these things.
Right.
They should have just had it... They should have cut out the Warriors 3 and had it just, like... I don't know. They had to send someone down to Earth to kind of, like, jolt Thor into reality. Like, this is what's going on. It could have been Heimdall.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
That would have been cool.
And then, that would actually make more sense with the plot, because then Heimdall could have been like, I have to go fight these bitches. You take my shit and go, like, keep Loki from, making the bad things happen. I don't remember the fucking plot. We just watched it last night. I know. Like, here's the thing. I was watching I'm all over the place, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, it's cool.
I was watching a Lindsay Ellis video where she talked about how people don't really remember a lot of what happens in the Transformers movies because they get sensory overload because Michael Bay does not know how to shoot a normal shot. He shoots everything like it's important, so your brain can't retain any of it. Your brain is like, well, if everything's important, then nothing is important. Why should I hold on to any of this? And then you don't remember the plots of the movies. Bless you. I was waiting for you to be done. And, like, that's kind of how this movie goes. It's like, I remember even saying in the movie, like, why is everything in a Dutch angle? Yeah. There's so many useless Dutch angles. Uh-huh. Okay, I've been off for a while. You need to go.
For a couple of minutes there, I wanted to circle back around to the Warriors 3 and just talk about how I agree that they were kind of pointless and should have been cut out.
I like the idea of them, they didn't work.
Yeah, I like the idea of them and they didn't work. But I kind of want them to keep Josh Dallas's, like, Robin Hood looking character, because he just every time...
You don't even remember his name!
No, I don't!
You don't even remember his name!
But, like, every time the screen pans to him, or, like, every time he talked, it would crack me the fuck up, and it'd be one of the only, like, truly funny things about the movie. Yeah. So to lose that would be to lose some of the fun, which we just talked about the movie needed. Yeah. I feel like he could have been, like... Him
and Darcy represented kind of the tone we wanted from this movie.
Yes, exactly.
But, like, you have this very of the era, but still, like, relatable for any time, Darcy, and then you have this, like, Shakespearean fool character that is the guy we don't remember the name of. Yeah.
But he's so great.
That would have worked so good.
Josh Dallas in that fucking mustache, I swear to God.
Courtney's okay. I don't know who's gonna be listening to this. Courtney's gay, by the way.
Very much so.
So you're gonna see. Okay, so like she's gonna talk about how adorable the guys are, and then how thirsty she is for all the bitches.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, now, let's get
the villain, the ice giants.
They needed, if they were gonna play them up as being like they were just retaliating because Loki set up all this bullshit. Yeah. They need to make them more sympathetic.
Yes, agreed. And more interesting in general, because I feel like they're such boring villains for this
You go to their planet, and it just seems like a barren wasteland. Where are they living? Yeah. He's just sitting on a throne in the middle of the fucking open. Nowhere. Where are they living? Where are their houses?
Do they just huddle together for warmth like penguins? I'm so confused.
They're ice beings, so I guess they don't really need warmth, but like...
I mean, true, but...
Do they have any kind of community or society?
Right.
It was so weird.
What do they eat? Because they're the only creatures we saw on that planet.
Yeah. Aside from the dog boy.
Oh, yeah.
The big angry good boy. Big angry good boy.
He's not that cute, though. Hella's dog is so much cuter.
We'll get to that. I know you want to talk about Hella so bad.
I do.
We need to get to
That's why I transitioned into talking about villains, specifically so that I could transition.
We need to get to the second Thor movie.
Let me live.
We need to get through the second one before we go to the third.
I don't want to talk about the second one.
It's a fucking sequence. We gotta go through this. We gotta touch on it at least.
Okay.
Alright.
I feel like the second movie
was a mistake.
It's such a mistake and was so bad because it like took all of the bad things about the first movie that we didn't like and like amplified them.
Like Thor's got nowhere to grow.
Yeah.
People get excited about Loki. Loki knew what movie he was in.
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston knew what he was doing. Like, he brought the fun to it.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, watch out, Thor, you're supposed to miss one. Shut up. Like, I wanted more brother banter. I wanted them... We never... Until the third movie, I never got the... Like, there were deleted scenes in the first one that we, like, didn't get to see until years later.
Mm-hmm.
I never got the impression until the third movie that they were brothers, because they never acted like brothers.
Right, exactly. And their relationship is supposed to be, like, the epicenter of these movies.
Their relationship is the thing that, like, is partially driving the plot in Avengers.
Yeah.
And, like, they get big speed. They at least have the tendency, like, they are kind of brotherly, and that they're like, you very much get the impression of their family torn apart in Avengers, and they just drop that by the time Thor 2 rolls around.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. They're like, I wanted more bro time.
More bro time, absolutely.
There was just no character in Thor 2.
There wasn't.
There was Christopher Eccleston, who they buried so much that our friend Alexa, who he is her favorite doctor, she did not recognize him.
Right, yeah.
Oh, God.
Such a disappointment.
You know a fun fact on this movie?
Sure.
My mom wanted to see this so bad that I went to one of my friends who I was on an academic team with, and he pirated it for us. And I told my mom that, and she was like, okay, cool, pop it in.
Yeah.
Mom didn't care, she just wanted to watch.
Right.
Sorry, Mom, you're getting arrested. FBI's coming.
Wee woo.
Alright. What else about Thor? There's a lot of... Why is the doctor character suddenly crazy? Because they didn't give off the impression that he was in any way mentally scarred from what happened in Avengers.
Right. I don't understand.
Eric. His name's Eric.
Oh, yeah.
Very, on theme for the Nordic gods. Alright. It sucked. What else do you want to say?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you covered most
There was,
of it.
like, fun... There was, like, some interesting ideas. Like, they're, like, shifting things spatially. But there's nothing really creative done with it. It's a fun action piece for the final scene, but it's never really delved into. We don't know a lot about it. Like, whereas with the other movies, they sort of explore the function of all the Infinity Stones. So that when when Infinity War came around, you understood what each of them did.
Yeah.
You only, like, very, very minimally understood it, which is why they kind of, like, glossed over it. And, like, it gave me the impression that it only really gave illusions.
Yeah.
In the Infinity War. I didn't, like... Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
That's all we've got.
Yeah. That's all you really need to know, actually.
Yeah. Alright, go talk about Hela.
Oh my god, finally. Okay, so...
lay back. You're driving the show, go ahead.
Oh, good god, okay. But not just Hela specifically, though, but I love talking about why Thor Ragnarok worked so much better than either of the first Thor movies. Because it was much more closely modeled around...
Yes, Taika Waititi.
What?
Because Taika Waititi.
Yeah, exactly, because Taika.
By the way, if you haven't seen What We Do in the Shadows, his, like, other movie that he did with Jermaine Clemens, fucking go watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. It's free on Amazon Prime. Just go watch it. It's so good. It's so funny.
Do it.
Do it.
You can do it so much better than I can.
Do it. I've had a lot of practice. Go ahead.
Okay.
Like, talk out your thirst.
But the whole entire tone and, like, settings and everything about this movie was just so much more closely modeled after Thor as a character. Thor's character actually had some growth in Ragnarok by kind of coming into his own and, like, realizing the sort of power that he actually has and that he's not really reliant on the hammer, which they kind of detract upon in Infinity War when he gets the axe, but, like, that's a whole nother thing. But no, like, growing as a character by realizing his own strengths, and then also his relationship with Loki definitely grew. I feel like we got all of that, like, brotherly banter that we wanted so badly in the first two films. We got it, like, tenfold, which I loved.
It was depressing brotherly banter, but we still got it.
Yeah, we still got it.
I wanted to see them happy fun times. We didn't
Happy fucking fun times.
I wanted it so bad.
Or, like, maybe even, like, in this film, if we had gotten, what we had already gotten, the sad, depressing brotherly banter, but then also had, like, a few more moments thrown in of them, like, talking about things that, like from their childhood.
Like, they're waiting to, like, do an ambush on somebody, and they're just, like, talking shit out. Like, what about stuff we used to do? Like, they're, like, playing cards or something, and they, like, they're just, like, they're having a time.
Yeah,
They're having themselves a time.
Yeah. The female lead of, the Valkyrie,
Tessa Thompson.
Tessa
Thompson, yes.
Oh my god.
She
love
was
so
her.
Interesting. She freaking blew Jane out of the water as an interesting counterpart to Thor, absolutely.
Yeah.
I loved that she was, like, this strong, empowered woman, but she also wasn't, like, perfect.
She wasn't the strong, independent woman who don't need no man. She was the strong, independent woman who's down for a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
She's down to drink. She wants to play with her. She wants to hang out with her boy.
Right.
Her boy, the Hulk. They're best buds.
And the Hulk. Just Banner in this film in general, I also loved. He was such a good, like, touch.
Yeah.
And I loved how they drew inspiration from Planet Hulk. That was really cool and just added so much more interest, I feel like, to the whole piece. And what else did I love besides Hela? Because I want to get to her eventually, but I don't want to, like, talk her out right away.
What was the guy? Who was the guy?
The
guy. Who was it? What was his name? Fuck. We're starting a rap career right now. Who was he?
I keep wanting to say, like, the Overseer, but that's not it. It's like the...
It starts with a K, I believe. I might be horribly wrong.
It wasn't like the...
We'll call him Kevin for now.
Kevin?
You know who he was.
Oh, no, you're talking about, the rock guy.
No.
Aren't you? No?
He was voiced by Taika Waititi. I'm just gonna refer to him as Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
The guy who was like... He's just, like, Thor comes back from his mission, and he's just, like, he's got two babes hanging out there, and he's just showing them all the shit he's got.
Oh, that guy! Okay, we were both thinking of different guys.
Jesus fuck.
But, yes, him. Hela's, like, little lackey throughout most of the film until he redeems himself at the end. I honestly can't remember his name.
Okay, we're calling him Kevin for now.
Okay.
We're calling him Kevin for now. It's fine, everybody. We're doing a great job.
His guns Dis and Troy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he was really great. I loved that he was, like, very human.
Yeah.
He was very, like, he was like, he had a lot of, like, self-preservation motivation, which I liked.
Yeah. He wasn't just, like, cowering down for anything. You did see him struggle with things.
Yeah. Even
when he was entirely under Hela's thumb.
Mm-hmm.
I like that we got to see a lot more of just the society of Asgard in this.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of the, like, mundane things that you would think would be boring, but they made it interesting.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of, the dude,
The dude?
Why can't I think of what he was called?
Jeff Goldblum?
Yes, Jeff Goldblum. What was his character called?
Was he the Overseer? I don't fucking remember.
It was like the something.
I'm gonna Google this. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
But Jeff Goldblum's character, yes, he was fucking hilarious.
I feel like they got him on just so he just told him to play himself.
Basically, yeah.
Like if you were overlord of a planet and kind of homicidal.
Was it Overlord? Was that his title?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember.
Over something. Grandmaster.
God,
we were off.
But yeah, the Grandmaster.
He seems like he's having a fucking blast. Everyone in this movie seems like they're having the time of their life.
Exactly, yeah. But he produced a whole shit ton of laughs, which I loved.
I want to talk about how the fact that after I googled it, the second thing down is Jeff Goldblum has tentacle sex in this Thor Ragnarok deleted scene.
What?
Wait, it's from the Nerdist. I have to know.
Okay. How am I, like, both shocked and also not surprised at all?
I mean, we all saw that thing.
There's a video.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
We can't do this right now.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna link it under this, but we can't go into this right now.
Damn it.
Jesus
right.
Christ.
Let's talk about, the Rock dude. Krog, yeah.
Voiced by Taika Waititi.
Yes.
The director of this movie, if you ever want to know, like,
more information
about him.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever want to, like, get, like, what's this guy's deal? What's he like? It's kind of Krog.
Yeah, basically.
It's very, I'm sorry, I opened up a new tab, so if we wanted to Google anything, I could do it easily. My default page on my laptop is Wikipedia and usual articles. So I just, like, casually looked over, and there's so much weird shit just right there.
The weird.
There's a cow on top of a telephone pole, and he's got backwards-facing moose antlers.
I have questions.
We don't have time. We're doing a podcast. No. We don't have time.
No. But yes, Krog was also fucking amazing.
He perfectly, like, was, like, a very condensed version of the kind of humor they're going for.
Oh, yeah.
It's very much a, like, comedy of manners. Taika Waititi is native New Zealand.
Yeah.
Native New Zealander. He's a Kiwi. They very much have, their brand of comedy is very much a comedy of politeness, where it's just people trying to, like, be well mannered and things, and they're so awkward that it goes weird. That's the humor.
Yeah,
I love it so much. It's my favorite. Oh my god! If you want more of that, just, like, watch his movie What We Do in the Shadows with Jermaine Clemens, and then Jermaine Clemens is half of the comedy group Flight of the Conchords. They've done a lot of comedy albums. They had a TV show. I think all that's on Amazon Prime if you want to go check it out.
Dope.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Hella now?
Yes, I do.
Okay. You waited so long. I'm impressed.
I know. I've been patient.
She's done nothing but talk about Hella for the past 8 months. I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
The entire time I've known her, she's not shocked about Hella.
When I heard that Cate Blanchett was going to be in a Marvel movie, I was ecstatic because I love Cate Blanchett. Ecstatic. I said ecstatic.
You said aesthetic.
No, I didn't.
You can play it back. Do you want evidence, ma'am? Anyway.
Don't make fun of my speech impediment.
Fuck off. Go on. How about it?
Okay.
Don't like play back. Fuck, you cursed us. What have you done? Just get to it. I'm laying down.
I have so many feelings about this character because she was everything that I feel like a Thor villain needed to be, especially given, the plot that she was given.
Wait, before we go any further, I like the fact that she kind of took over Loki's color palette.
Oh, yeah.
Loki kind of switched to gray and blue, or like a tealish color.
Yeah.
Kind of signified that he was no longer Thor's opposite. He was no longer his foil. He was very much on Thor's side, but
different.
He had not, there's a deleted scene in Thor 2 that I feel like would have, really, it wouldn't have made it better, it would have, helped the overall everything better.
Yeah.
Whereas, Thor, or Loki's having a sort of vision of himself being crowned king, but they're giving him a red robe and all sorts of things, and he's got the Mjolnir, so that really gives you the idea of, he doesn't want to be king, he doesn't want any of this, he wants to be Thor, because he feels like Thor has gotten the things that he's wanted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, the fact that he, changed from a villain, but also he did not fully adopt Thor's colors, it signifies, he's comfortable with himself now. That's great.
He's becoming his own person.
Hela took over those colors to signify that she indeed was the new baddie.
Yeah.
I like that. That was a good touch.
Very, very nice. Yeah,
well done, White. Well done, Taika. Continue on, Courtney.
But no, yeah, I definitely agree that she wore the Loki colors freaking amazingly. And I like all of the I like how like the fandom has run with that and made all those like jokes about how Thor looks like the adopted one now. Because Loki and Hela are basically gender bins of each other. Like they're the same character, or at least back when Loki was like that. Anyway, but I think her design was so cool. And looking back on like the comics that Hela's in, it's pretty accurately based on her original like art and design, which I thought was pretty cool. Yeah, by Jack Kirby. I just fucking loved her humor because she had this sort of attitude about her, just the overall "I am done with your shit" kind of attitude about her.
Been locked up for 10,000 years.
Right.
I got my snark is fully prepped.
Right. She didn't have time. She didn't have time. She didn't have the time.
She didn't have time for their bullshit, but she was gonna make time for her own bullshit.
Right. Yeah. Just one of my favorite scenes is like when she's introducing herself to the Asgardians, and which one was it? It was the Asian. What's his name?
Racist.
I'm just saying.
His name was Token Character. Fight me.
Token Character. Not at all inaccurate.
That's the only reason they made him Asian.
Yeah.
Like Idris Elba is amazing. They threw him in because they had to.
Right.
Who else were you gonna get to play Heimdall? They made the other guy Asian, and they gave it like in the second movie they threw in an Asian-ish culture.
Yeah.
Somewhere on Asgard.
Yeah.
Solely so they could get accused of whitewashing.
Right. Which would have been bullshit anyway, because Asgard is supposed to be Norse, which, you know.
But, like, also, it's fictional.
Yeah, also it's fictional.
It's fictional, so it doesn't really matter. Just, like, throw... Anyway,
we're not going to get into, like...
I wouldn't mind it, except that they made a point about it.
Yes, agreed.
They made a point about, look how lit we are, fam. and then all the extras are white.
Yeah.
Everyone else is white.
Yeah.
I'm done. You can go on.
I don't want to get into, like, social justice warrior bullshit.
Go on.
But anyway, no. She's introducing herself to the Asgardians, and he's like... she gives, like, a full description of, like, her and all of her titles, and... The dude's like, who do you think you are? Who do you think I am? Didn't you hear a word I just said? She's so, like,
she can
done
quote
with it.
line for line. Courtney, no!
It's 2 lines. What? You act like I know the entire movie line.
If I played the movie right now, would you not be able to word for word, beat for beat, queue up with her every line?
Her every line? Maybe. The full movie, no. She's not in the whole movie. But, oh god. But no, yeah, just her icy sort of banter cracked me up. And I feel like that overall, like, attitude is very much similar to how Loki used to be, and is the perfect balance for Thor's personality, which I think is why they sort of made Loki's character like that in the beginning. They balance each other out so well, and so I feel like she was the perfect villain for this movie. And the fact that... Go ahead.
No, you finish. I don't want to derail your train of thought. You got a nice motion going. Go on. I've disrupted it entirely, but go ahead.
No, I also really enjoyed the idea that even, Thor and the rest of the heroes of the film weren't powerful enough to defeat her. They had to make Ragnarok happen to stop her. And I think that's such an interesting take. Like, it shows that, like, not all battles can be won, and not all bad guys can be beaten by your own hand. Like, sometimes you need something else there to...
Sometimes you just gotta trigger the apocalypse.
Right.
Take that message with you, kids.
But, no, I really liked that take on it, and it really goes to show just how powerful she really was. Especially after Thor, coming to his own and realizing his own power and just blowing up every fucking thing. Even he couldn't stop her, Then, of course, there was her wolf, who was fucking adorable, and I love him. And it's like, Cate Blanchett in a spandex suit with a giant wolf. What more could you want? That's all I want in life.
Okay. That's the gay agenda, if you were curious.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Alright. One of the things I noticed was ugh. But she's very much what Thor could have been.
Yeah.
Like, looking back, like, clearly they didn't have this plan when they were making the first movie, but, like, Taika, like, made it clear that people would think back on this when they watched it.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to go back and watch the first movie after watching this one, you would see the scene where Odin gets so angry at Thor for going off, for just, like, willy-nilly going off to war and warmongering across Jotunheim, and it's very easy to read that now as him remembering Hela.
Oh, yeah.
And being terrified that he's going to repeat the mistakes he already made.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So he, like, strips Thor of everything and just, like, pulls out all the stops to try to get this out of him.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
Okay.
I just found
I didn't want to interrupt
it was
you.
a very good touch of Taika to, like, keep that in mind and, like,
Yeah.
make sure we had that impression when we left the film.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely good storytelling on Taika's
Good on
part.
him that he took the time to watch the past 2 Thor movies, because I don't even fucking want to watch the first 2 Thor movies.
We applaud you.
Yeah.
Is that really all we have to say about Thor Ragnarok?
We better have more.
Because it's amazing.
Given today's times and, like, all the, like, controversial shit that's going on, we're maybe gonna start a fight with this next bit.
Oh, dear God.
About Thor Ragnarok.
Uh-oh.
They are refugees at the end of that movie.
Oh, yeah.
They are going to be reliant on anywhere they go. Earth,
Yeah.
possibly America,
Yeah.
would have to welcome these refugees.
Mm-hmm.
Unequivocally.
Yeah.
That's a baller, if very subtle, message to give off in the cultural climate of today.
Yeah.
It's very, like, anti-colonialism, and it's very much, like, forcing these characters to own up to, we did this. Even if it wasn't us personally, our people did this, and we've been reaping the rewards that we didn't earn, that we don't deserve, and that other people have suffered to this day because we still have these.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, even if it's talked about in, like, high school classrooms, that's still a very uncomfortable subject for so many people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not even uncommonly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You go to anyone and be like, hey, you know, what you're doing right now, it's because of all this bullshit. People are still suffering because you're still enjoying this. Do you think about that? And they get offended. They get angry.
Uh-huh.
So and Taika is a person of color. He's a native. When I say native, I don't just mean he's, like, on the same vein of Peter Jackson. He is of the Aboriginal people of New Zealand.
Yeah.
So it's very clear. So this is very clear something close to him because his people are still underrepresented and undervalued in their society. Even if he's risen to the rank he has, the fact that he is such a rarity has to be on his mind constantly. That it shouldn't be like this, but it is like this because of the things that us white assholes did.
Yeah.
So, like, I even pointed that to my grandpa, and he was like, that is interesting. And he like, went away thinking about it, but I feel like a lot of people watch this movie, and that will never occur to them.
Yeah.
I'm worried I'm talking too fast.
No,
I'm stuffed up, too, so I'm so worried about not being articulate and not enunciating properly.
It's cool. It's our first episode.
Yeah.
Like,
It's our first episode.
slack.
It's allowed to be god-awful.
Yeah.
And, like, where people wait for ever watching again, because it's the first episode, right? This is why I want to do this with Courtney, because she'll laugh at all my jokes.
I laugh at everything.
She's laughing at the cats trying to kill each other.
Yeah, I mean, look at them.
They can't look at them, Courtney! It's a podcast!
I was talking to you.
We're on a podcast,
kids.
though. We can't do this right now.
Calm down. Jesus.
I can't.
But, oh my god.
Alright. We still have 2 more movies to talk about.
We do. Did we still want to talk about both of them in this episode, or?
What were okay, there's Aaron Brockovich and what else?
And
Perfect Blue, maybe.
Yeah, Perfect Blue, maybe.
I feel like the movie that kind of triggered all of this I want to talk about is iRobot.
Oh.
Do we have time for iRobot?
I don't think we have time for iRobot in this episode. Because, like,
Oh,
we
wait.
have a lot of complaints.
We had... Courtney literally said, you know, like, I watched this movie before, Alex, and I enjoyed it, and then you came in and, like, asked if you could complain about it, and you did, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, I knew from the beginning that it was not, like, a good quality movie.
Yeah.
I just thought it was, like, you know, a kind of shitty, but still kind of fun time.
Yeah.
But, like, after listening to all of the very good points being made about how shitty it actually is,
Thank you.
I began to realize, oh yeah, no, this is just bullshit.
It's some hot garbage.
It's some hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
Yep. But so yeah, we could honestly probably talk about that for another couple of hours.
We talked for 4 minutes about Thor.
It's only been 4 minutes?
40 minutes.
Oh, 40 minutes.
You know,
okay.
only been 4 minutes? Holy shit!
I know! That's why I was confused. I legitimately thought you said 4 minutes.
She just had a panic attack because like, it's only been 4 minutes. We have so much time to fill. Oh my god, Alex!
I was so unprepared. But no, do we want to keep going, or do we want to call the Thor movies it, you know?
Let's go a full hour.
Full hour? Okay.
So we have 20 minutes to pad.
20 minutes.
Can we talk about Aaron Brockovich?
Sure.
Watched this movie yesterday.
We did.
Mm-hmm. I love this movie.
Oh yeah,
it's a great
fantastic
movie. Like, it very much helped, not Julie Andrews, fuck. Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
She was very much in, like, she's getting typecast as just the heroine in movies your mom loves.
Yeah.
And this just really helped her break out because she's very much playing a harder character. She was playing... This is based on a true story.
Oh, yeah.
Like, actual Aaron Brockovich. She's just roasting Trump on Twitter, by the way, if you want to go check her out.
Fucking awesome.
It's great. But this is all actual things that happened. She did become that close with all these people. And, like, it would be very hard to portray that on film and make it seem authentic. They did a really good job of that.
Oh, yeah.
Through very minimal... It would be very easy to just be like, oh yeah, I'm so close to everyone now. And they really did a good job of like showing it and not telling it in a way that didn't take up infinite amount of time in the movie. It was very well done.
Yes.
Yeah. George, fucking cut George out of this movie.
Oh yeah, he was completely pointless.
Yeah.